All right, guys, so we got to have this conversation. We have just a detailed breakdown, a detailed report here about Trump's billionaire sugar daddies and what they're giving him and what he's giving them in return. So this is a huge deal, a big New York Times article. So Kenneth Vogel says the following. The New York Times has confirmed the following previously unreported donations and pledges to the White House ballroom. Miriam Adelson's foundation gave $25 million. This is the same person, by the way, who gave Trump $110 million on the campaign trail and demanded that the quid pro quo was, Trump, you have to let Israel annex the entire West Bank. This is what this relationship is like, by the way. Keep that in mind as we continue here. Lockheed Martin, military-industrial complex, they gave $10 million. Palantir, the company that's creating a blackmail file on all Americans, they gave $10 million. Ripple, $5 million. Parsons, $2.5 million. The Roblox CEO gave $2.5 million. You can see here in the picture, Vlad Tenev of Robinhood gave $2 million. Tim Cook of Apple gave $1 million. Sam Altman gave $1 million. Now, before I continue, let me just point out, it's not only me saying this. This is something that was pointed out, I believe, by Jamie Dimon, the CEO. He says he thinks that this could be illegal, that these donations being given by these billionaires to Trump is illegal. Now, why does he say that? Because, guys, there is a process. If you are in the White House, that is the people's house. There is a process if you want to make changes. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. Trump decided, let me go right around all the rules and regulations. Let me go right around Congress and let me bulldoze the entire East Wing, which he did, right? And then talk about building, originally they said $100 million ballroom, then it became 200, then it became 300. Now they're saying $400 million ballroom. 400 million. Okay, he goes, we're not taking any public money for it, so it's okay. That's what he says. Okay, but that means there's clear pay-to-play going on here. That means you're circumventing the rules and the law and the regulations and the process, and you're making it so that it's direct quid pro quo with billionaires. Like, okay, as much as it would suck to have tax money going to some dumb renovation, there's a reason why it should be tax money as opposed to some asshole billionaire is going to give you money, because then what are you going to do for them in return? That's the question, right? So, now, by the way, I'm just getting started. So let me give you here are some of the corporations and the groups and the individuals who are donating to this ballroom, potentially totally illegally. They're opening themselves up to lawsuits. They're opening themselves up to big legal problems as a result of what they're doing here. But you have the Altria Group, Amazon, Apple, Booz Allen Hamilton, Caterpillar, Coinbase, Comcast, J. Pepe and Amelia Fanjul, Hard Rock International, Google, HP, Lockheed Martin, Meta, Micron Technologies, Microsoft, Palantir Technologies, Ripple, Reynolds American, T-Mobile, Tether America, Union Pacific Railroad, the Adelson Family Foundation, Stephen E. Brody, some other that, honestly, I don't even know who all these people are. The Lutnick family, that's Howard Lutnick. Stephen A. Schwartzman, Konstantin Sokolov, is this person even American? Is it Kelly Loeffler and Jeff Sprecher, Paulini Tiramini, Tyler Winklevoss. So all these people are giving this money. It varies the amount of money they're giving by person, but obviously some are going as high as, tens of millions of dollars for this thing. And then you find out, by doing this, they get direct and exclusive access to the president. They're invited to exclusive dinners with the president at Mar-a-Lago. They get to influence policy. They get government contracts and business advantages. They get legal and regulatory relief. They get appointments and positions. Again, we've never seen anybody this corrupt. We've never seen anything this in your face, this obvious. They're not even trying to pretend to be ethical. It's all right out there. It's the same, in the same way that he robbed his own supporters to the tune of billions of dollars with his crypto meme coin, shitcoin. In the same way he did that, he's doing this. So the billionaire sugar daddies give him money to build his ballroom. Then he turns around and governs in their favor and gives them favors. If you sit there and you go, well, why is he only doing tax cuts for the rich? Why does he not help out regular people? Why is he cutting Medicaid? Why is he destroying food stamps, for example, and cutting the food that goes to food banks. Why is he doing that? Because this is where his bread is buttered. This is all he cares about. This is what he's all about. It's the billionaires gave me money, so I'm going to do favors for them. More tax cuts, more subsidies, more favoritism, more exclusive dinners. They can impact policy. They can get government appointments and positions. This is like, rule of law has broken down. I hope you know that, right? Like, checks and balances are gone. Rule of law has broken down. This is now like, we are now openly functioning as an oligarchy. Openly. And so look, all I'll say is, I hope that you got the Democrats and prosecutors are taking note here, because I agree with Jamie Dimon. I think that all these people can potentially be prosecuted. I think they should be prosecuted. I think they're giving the game away here, that they're willing to do the direct corruption, the direct old school style corruption, and that this should lead to consequences in the future. Like, I don't think Democrats should ever welcome any of these people back into the fold. I think you should tax the shit out of them. I think you should jail the criminal billionaires. I think you should put them back in their place and let them know, hey, just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you run this bitch. They do run this bitch under Trump, but they shouldn't under any other administration. So they know they're subverting the laws. They know they're subverting the rules. They know that this has to go through Congress. They know that he's violating 1,000 different building regulations and things of that nature. They know there's no approval for this. In fact, the first person who was doing the demolition of the East Wing, or I don't know if it was the first person who was doing the demolition or the first person who was supposed to start building the ballroom, one of them quit. And the speculation is he realized, like, oh shit, Trump is telling me to do X, Y, and Z, but I actually could be in legal trouble if I do it. None of this has been approved through the proper channels, right? And like, they woke up and they walked away. But when you're the president, you're always going to find somebody who's going to do your bidding. He's got 1,000 yes men around him. I'm sure he's got 1,000 construction people. But they're going to learn the hard way too, by the way, I should also say. The other thing is, some people say that this is like a money laundering operation. Some people say that. And I could see that. I absolutely could see that. Because, and this is what I mean when I say they're going to fuck around and find out. Trump has a track record of not paying his plumbers and his electricians and his construction people. The guy who was the architect for one of his golf courses is on record saying he paid me the first half, he never paid me the second half, and didn't take him to court because if I did, it would have cost a lot more money than I had, right? So he could stiff people, and also this could be some massive money laundering operation. We know his watches, for example, that's the speculation around that's a big money laundering operation. He was advertising these $100,000 watches, and they didn't even exist. It said, like, for illustration purposes only, this is not the watch. And it showed, like, a picture of a Trump watch. And it's a way for foreign billionaires to send him money and for him to do them favors back. And he's got the resort in Vietnam. He's got a resort in Oman. He's got golf courses popping up all different places. He was caught on a hot mic talking to, like, what was it, the leader of Malaysia or Thailand or somewhere about, oh, that location's no good. We need a different location for the new hotel you're trying to build. I mean, it is... Again, it is so clear what's happening here. It is so clear. The government is in cahoots with the billionaire class, with the Epstein class, and they are going to let them fucking loot and pillage and steal all of the public goods and at the same time shake us down. And it's here. The oligarchy is here. The oligarchy is here. It's right in front of our faces, and I hope that there's some accountability for this, because never in my wildest imagination did I think it would be this corrupt this quickly. It's insulting to our intelligence, if nothing else. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.